I'll let you know before you try to go. Now this is my own show. Not a script or flip could make me stop, so just behave. I mean, there's no escape. Let's hope you make that drop, because you really don't want to take me off. And oh, what fun. I will tell you what to do and you will get it done. And oh, don't run. You'll find your nightmare here has only just begun. Welcome to my horror show. Now it's starting 3D. Oh, I bet you thought you'd seen the last of me. Are you reading the walls? Did you get my clues? There's a debt to repay for now. You'll do.
Welcome once again to the Dummies of Horror show. We are the show that comes to you weekly that teaches a thing or two to the dumbest little guy about the genre we all love. My name is Tim, and with me, the dummy of the show, the star of this show, his name is Daniel. But we call him Mushroom. What is up, dude?
Hello all. The star? How flattering.
Yeah, I mean, you are.
Inappropriate.
Your name, your nickname is in the show title, the dummy.
That's true. Horror.
You are you
Of
are
horror.
the dummy. Oh, dude, how are you?
Yeah, I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm not doing bad. Firstly,
Right.
before we continue right now, I just want to give apologies to anyone out there right now. If you can hear
We're so
rain,
sorry.
if you can hear rain, it's not coming from your house. It is fucking bucketing down where I am.
Are your little feetsies wet yet?
No, not. I mean, if depends what room I went into, dude. I'm so sick of this, man. Is it raining where you are?
It was. It was.
It is. This year, man, it has rained more than I think the sun's been out.
Yeah, it's been pretty soggy.
I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of this fucking rain because my fucking bottom story of my house floods. And people don't want to do anything about it, so I just have to fucking deal with rain coming in. It pisses, and it's in where I record the podcast, so...
Yeah, I was going to say, it looks sick with mold all over it. Horror memorabilia.
Man, yeah, I'm sick of this fucking rain. So if you can hear rain in the background, I apologize, but we're not professional podcasters like the Friday Nightmares podcast. We can't
even.
afford our own podcast studio, so...
What, do they have a podcast studio?
According to Heather, who claims she's the professional podcaster...
I think they're lying.
Premium. No, she says premium podcaster.
Premium professional. I don't know.
Yeah. And you know what?
What?
Here's a shot at the Friday Nightmares podcast.
Go on.
We release our shows on time.
Fucking shots fired.
That's right. And you know what? We've been recording now for a good 2.5 minutes.
Yep.
And we're already talking about something other than our intros and aliases.
Yeah, I was going to say we're still not doing Scott's intro.
Yeah, exactly. So, premium my fucking ass. I love this banter we got with another podcast. Guys, if you have not checked out the Friday Nightmares podcast, I urge you all to go and do so. They're great guys.
It'll make more of our show relevant.
Oh, shout out to Scott Crawford.
Yeah,
The AKA Mother of Cats, AKA Shanky, AKA I have the world's longest podcast intro ever, for getting engaged the other week.
Oh yeah, congrats, dude.
You're
gonna
now
sling more shit at him.
oh man, Scott, why'd you do it for? Why did you do it?
He's off the market, bitches.
I was told so often, don't get married, and I never understood why until I got married.
Yep.
I hope she doesn't listen.
It's the dubs.
No, but shouts out to you, Scott. Well done.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I'm invited. Are you invited?
Am I?
I don't know.
I don't think so. I don't think I'm invited.
I don't know. You probably are.
Am I?
I'm honestly thinking about going.
If you go, I'll go. If I'm invited. I don't think I'm invited, though. No one invites me anywhere.
I'll just put you in my luggage.
You don't even want me to go?
It just means I need to fly to fucking America.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like
I do that all the time.
yeah, but you don't have kids and you have money.
Look, I don't have kids.
Yeah,
I got more money.
which means exactly. I'll save like a bit of money. I'll be like, oh, look at that! I achieved something this week, and then my kid will be like, oh, I broke this, and I have to replace something else that they broke.
The TV's not as bouncy as I thought.
Anyway, enough about fucking our lives and the
Yeah.
Friday Night Mess podcast.
Lame. Nobody wants to hear that shit.
Yeah. This is episode 264, and
Holy
on
shit.
this episode, listen, this episode is just going to be a random kind of Frankenstein episode where we just take pieces of different elements and put them all into one big zombified monster. And we're basically talking about this year, 2024, in horror, and how it's been so far, what we've seen. And the reason I wanted to do this type of show is because like we've been doing a lot of big episodes like the Scary Movie franchise and all that stuff, and both me and Mushroom haven't been able to catch up on new release movies.
Yeah.
And there, in the past week, there's just been a flood of these big heavy hitters being accessible to us. Movies like, well, actually, I'll save it, but yeah, big movies. So wanted to take this time to get them watched, give you our opinions of them, and then at the end of the show, we're going to give you our top 10 of 2024 so far, because it is now halfway through the year. Which is fucking crazy, man. It's halfway through the year.
It's more than halfway. It's fucked.
That's scary. That's scary. But yeah, we'll get into that in a second. We got the regular shit show. We got the regular talk, the regular question, all that good stuff. Yeah. So unless... do you have anything else to say before we jump into it?
Not really. No.
You good?
No. Yeah, I'm good.
You good? I feel like I should like insult Rob Humphrey right now.
What a bitch.
He's done nothing wrong. I just feel like I want to insult him because it's Rob Humphrey.
He deserves it.
Yeah. Simon and Garfunkel suck, Rob. Take that.
All right. Really zigging him today.
Let's start this show. Question of the week.
Question of the week.
Question of the week for last time. Since we did a franchise review, the question was, what is your favorite horror franchise? And I did this as a poll. And, the thing about polls is, like, people can add their own polls.
I don't think anyone does that for us.
Well, the first time ever, people did add their own polls, but the first time ever, no one's added a stupid poll.
Oh.
It's just been normal polls. So, alright, I'm going to try, and I haven't got these written down, I'm just going to quickly read them. We'll do the votes first. There was 56 votes all up, so thank you to everyone who voted. I'll start with the lowest to the most favourite franchise.
Okay.
So coming in with a vote of 1, we have a multiple entries. We've got The Purge.
Yep.
We've got Alien, which was voted both by Pat Yee. Thank you, Pat Yee. We've also got The Conjuring, which was also voted by Pat Yee. Pat Yee, you can only have one favourite. Pat Yee also voted for Scream.
Can't. It's not how voting works.
Wrong Turn had 1, voted by Heather. Sorry, Hetty Emily. Candyman, voted by D. John Carr.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got The Blind Dead, voted by Tim Walker. Blind Dead.
What's that?
It's a movie about dead people who are blind.
Oh, shit. Scary.
Jaws, which was voted by none other than me.
Yep.
You're welcome. Hellraiser, which was also voted by D. John Carr. Texas Chainsaw Massacre with 1 vote by Alan Cha-Cha. And that's all with 1 vote. Alright. With 2 votes, we have other. Please list. We'll get to those later.
Yep.
Also with 2 votes, we have the Romero's Dead series. So Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, Day of the Dead, all that stuff.
Yeah. Good.
Voted by Marcy and Bede from the Super Network. Alright. With 3 votes, we have Saw. Voted by William Devine, Zim Vader, and Marcy Papandrea. Very cool, very cool. Coming in next with 4 votes. Rob Hungy's favourite franchise, Final Destination. Voted
I don't see the hate. I fucking love Final Destination.
So do I, dude. I dig that franchise. Voted by Jay Talbot, Kate Pollock, Alan Bernstein, and Tiki Morris. Thank you very much. Coming in next with 5 votes, we have Child's Play. Speaking about Child's Play, voted by Daniel Day, Samantha Day, Jaleesa Davis, Lance Langford, and Scott Crawford.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Nice. Oh, wait, I forgot. Fucking...
Looks like we're definitely appealing to our audience at some point.
Yeah, sorry, before that, total votes with 4 was Halloween as well.
Nice.
We had D. John Carr, Natasha Christian, Rob Humphrey, and Shanks Hannigan. Which is Ben. The original dummy.
The OG.
He was so dumb.
Yeah. He dumb, now he plumb.
He's going to hate me when I hear that. Alright. Coming in next, we have, with a total of 7 votes, A Nightmare on Elm Street. We have Jan Avincula, Samantha Day, Susie Renee, Willis Wheeler, Marcy Papandrea, Daryl Davis, and Ginger Jones all voting. Next one, coming in with 8 votes, we've got The Evil Dead. Voted by Matt Wood, Philip Perron, Darren Wilson, Monica Mandoki, Scott Crawford, Ryan Salkness, Brian Titcher, and Tiki Morris. And coming in last and the winner with 11 votes, of course, it's your boy Jason. Friday the 13th. Voted by Murphimus Prime, Tiki Morris, Donna Nelly, Daniel Day, Scott Crawford, Randy Blanford, Zach Davis, Kevin Nez, Addison Heath, B. Dramine, and Jan Avincula. I am mispronouncing that last name. I'm so sorry. But yeah. But, okay, some comments here. We have Jordy Van Vukus said Scream. Very nice. B. Dramine said Romero's Living Dead series or Friday the 13th. Not because I do podcasts on them or anything. Yeah, B does podcasts on the Night of the Living Dead franchise as well as the Friday the 13th franchise. It's called Bede versus the Living Dead and Bede and Steve versus Camp Crystal Lake. Go check that shit out. It's good stuff. Zim Vader says, what's that one with the ki-ki-ki-ah-ah-ah? That one was pretty good. Fuck, he's fucking hilarious, isn't he?
I like it.
And Rob Humphrey says, it has to be Halloween. It's the only franchise to have 3 movies called Halloween, one of which is a sequel to a movie called Halloween. That's pretty funny. Yeah.
Fair.
Alright, question of the week for this time. And Mushroom has a very special question to ask all of you.
Oh, I do.
Love putting you on the spot.
What's your favourite horror figure? And show us.
Horror figure?
Yeah, if you've got like a horror toy, or... Actually, I can extend it out to what's your favourite horror item and show us.
Okay.
Have we done that?
I feel we have, but it's been years, so it's okay. We can update it.
Yeah. Either show us your favourite or your newest.
Horror memorabilia.
Yeah. Show us your cool shit.
Yeah. I like that. We can do that. Just needs pictures.
Yeah. Need pictures. And
we'll vote on
talk
which
about
is the best. Alright, that's the question for next time. That's it, man. Like, usually we go into this section where we do what horrors have you done, but that's basically the basis of this show.
That's it. That's our whole show.
Pretty much.
I ain't done no horrors that weren't 2024.
Yeah, neither. I mean, unless you want to go and check out our other show, Devour the 80s, where I talk about movies from 1980. But beyond that, we've got fucking 2024 movies to talk about.
Hells yeah.
So let's do it. What horrors have you done / feature presentation.
And we're doing a top 10s.
Yeah.
Well, that's the feature presentation, isn't it?
That's a feature presentation.
I'll just fucking show my mouth. Then I guess.
Good.
Fuck.
Goodbye.
All right, bye. Stick to co-hosting.
And now for our feature presentation.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is halfway through 2024, which still fucking blows my mind. It feels like yesterday it was New Year's Eve. But here we are, halfway through 2024, and we decided that we're going to take a look at the year so far, look at the movies that we've watched so far, and come up with our top 10 so far.
Sure.
So, do you mind if I go first? I think we'll both, if I'm alluding correctly, I think we're both going to be talking about this one, but I'm going to push my way in first and talk about the heavy hitter of this week that I watched, because I really want to. And I don't, it's a movie that is not getting enough talk, right? If people have seen it, people are just like, they're not really talking about it too much. And I'm like, what's wrong with people? Like, talk about this fucking movie. The movie I'm talking about is called The Coffee Table. You did watch it?
I did watch it.
Oh, okay. I'm so curious to see where you land.
And I guarantee we had different experiences.
Here we go. All right. Back to old days. All right, The Coffee Table. Usually now would be the time where I give you the plot synopsis. I'm not going to tell you anything.
The Letterboxd one is succinct enough.
Actually, it is too.
That I feel like we can do it. So I'll handle this one.
All right.
It's from 2022, apparently, but it's from 2024.
Yeah, Rob Humphrey. Hear that? Fucking Rob Humphrey.
Jesus and Maria are a couple going through a difficult time in their relationship. Nevertheless, they have just become parents. To shape their new life, they've decided to buy a new coffee table, a decision that will change their existence.
It's literally a movie about a coffee table.
It's a movie about a coffee table.
When you think about it, it's a movie about a fucking coffee table.
It is.
Right?
It is.
Okay. That synopsis may have you thinking, what the fuck is a movie about a coffee table? Like, how is that going to be interesting? I am going to say this straight off the bat, man. And Luffy probably already knows where I stand with this movie.
Uh-huh.
This movie... Okay, I'll take it back to when I was a kid, right? When I was a kid, watching horror movies, things like A Nightmare on Elm Street, watching Freddy Krueger. I've spoken so many times on this show about how Jaws used to give me fucking nightmares. Nightmare on Elm Street used to give me, like, Freddy used to give me nightmares. Like, things like that. Monsters and things like that used to give me nightmares. The Coffee Table is exactly what I have nightmares about nowadays. Now that I'm almost 37 years old, this is the movie I have nightmares about.
In a different position in your life, let's say.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to be as vague as I can with this review because I want everyone out there to go and watch this as blind as they can. I went in knowing nothing. All I heard about this movie is that it's shocking. For me...
Go on.
You go.
I was going to say, I guess you're going to have had a very emotional time with this movie.
Emotional is an understatement.
Okay.
This movie fucked me up. This movie fucked me up so hard, dude. I have never, ever been so uncomfortable watching a movie than I have while watching The Coffee Table. I can see you laugh because I'm waiting for your response on this. This movie made me that uncomfortable that I kept checking the runtime because I wanted this movie to fucking finish.
I will give you it is very, very fucking tense.
Yeah. I wanted this movie to finish, and not in a bad way. Like, I wasn't bored. I was so uncomfortable with this movie that it was too much for me. I have seen a fair share of horror movies. I fucking love shocking things, but this movie it got under my skin so fucking viciously that I wanted it to end. This was not a fun experience. This is not a fun movie. For me, this is me personally talking. I understand that this movie will not, I guarantee this movie will not hit people the amount it hit me, but fucking hell, this movie hit me so goddamn hard that when I finished it, when the credits rolled, I'm like, I will never ever sit through that movie ever again for as long as I live.
Wow.
Now, thinking about it, I'm like, I need to show my wife this movie. Because I want a second opinion from someone who is in my situation. Once again, I'm being so vague. There are many people in my situation, but I'm being so vague right now because I don't want to spoil a thing.
But I however, am let's say in a different situation. A much more desensitized situation, because I think the missus was definitely watching it like you were watching it.
Okay.
But I was riffing, dude. I was on fire.
Oh, okay.
I was making so many yucks. I was amusing the shit out of myself. I was crying because, man, I just felt like I had some real good zingers in this movie.
I understand what you're saying right now, but people listening probably have no idea what zingers are and riffing and all that stuff. So explain it.
Right. So it's like you get a bun, you get a bit of spicy chicken, some lettuce, mayo, get that, and put it in a box with some wicked wings, some chips, and potato and gravy. Bro, that's you good. That's you good for lunch. That's you good for lunch, dinner, whatever. That's a box of zinger. You know what I mean?
Shut up and explain what you mean.
I'm making jokes, bitch. I was making yucks.
Stop using fucking slang. No one knows what yucks are.
Why? I don't want to say what I was making jokes about.
Yeah, okay. I people that have seen the movie can
heads would roll.
You're fucked.
I'm not going to spoil it for nobody.
You're a fuck.
Oh man, I just thought of such a good one again.
Please don't spoil this.
I can't do it.
You've already went too far with that.
If I say it, anyway. So I was doing that. I was ruining it for her because she was like genuinely like, I can't watch, and I was like, just smashing them out. It's a genre of joke that I'm very familiar with. This genre.
Yeah.
So I was just having at it. And I had the best time. However, movie-wise, it is tense. It is well acted. It is crazy well shot. It keeps you guessing. You're just like, what the fuck is happening? What are you fucking people doing? Do something. Do something.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic movie. But I knew we were having... I was getting so many yucks out of knowing you were not doing this.
Yeah.
And you were like genuinely distraught.
Yeah, dude, man. I
feel like watching this together could have cost the podcast.
Oh, dude, I couldn't. I needed to watch this movie alone.
Yep.
In the situation I watched this on my laptop in my bed in a dark room, and it was the perfect situation. My wife was next to me snoring her fucking tits off, and I was just in my bed with my laptop on my lap, just watching it, just in the zone.
Letting your thoughts ruminate.
Yeah, if I was sitting with you, watching this, I would have turned it off, went home, and said, I'm not watching this movie with you anymore. Because you would have ruined
100%. 100%.
And you probably did
100%.
that to Mrs. Mushroom.
I did. Oh, she
good
thinks
about
I'm
yourself?
funny.
Yeah, sure.
I gave this motherfucker 8.5 out of 10. It's a fucking great movie. Yes, it didn't elicit the response that it should out of me, but that's on me. That's because I'm fucked in my head. Okay? If you watch this movie, or you've seen this movie, and you've heard me review it, you know I'm fucked in the brain.
Yeah.
Okay? So...
Where me, I'm more straight and narrow.
Yeah, he's more like, human, I get, question mark? I don't know. Empathetic person that exists.
I honestly thought you were going to turn around and say this movie was boring.
No, I was still fucking sick, dude. It was just, I knew we were having very different experiences, and that made me happy.
Yeah, okay. I totally agree. This movie is so well done. It's fucking tense as shit. And
It's also like, it is genuinely hilarious at points.
Oh, man, like the opening scene, I got hints of The Greasy Strangler. You know the scene I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I was like, what? I was kind of, when I watched it, I was kind of tired. And I started watching it, I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to finish this. I just wasn't in the mood for a subtitled movie. It is Spanish, so it is in subtitles. But, yeah, I wasn't sure if I was in the mood. And then the opening scene happens with this back and forth between characters. And I'm like, what is happening? This is crazy.
I instantly cared about them.
Yeah. But in like
in a not that I liked them way, but
yeah. You were indifferent. You weren't too sure if you were meant to like them.
I was invested.
Exactly. Okay, let's cut this short. I want people to go and check this movie out. I do not want to spoil it at all. I will say this, I'm not lying at all when I say this movie is exactly what I have nightmares about. I had a nightmare. Oh, Jesus, I was married in 2018. 2018 I was married and I had my bucks before that. And I remember being on my bucks, and the night before going on my bucks party, I had a nightmare similar to this, and I still remember it vividly.
Wow.
So this movie, is exactly... It was made for me. Like, it's like a movie that was like... the filmmakers went into my brain and said, what scares Tim? And this is the movie. I'm giving this movie, and I thought about it so much, but I'm giving this movie a 10 out of 10.
Dang.
Because of how it messed me up.
Yeah, sometimes it's just like those movies that you're like, this was made for me.
Yeah. And I really don't want this movie to be my number one movie of the year. I don't. But so far it is because of how it affected me. Well, yeah, sorry. But yeah, no, it's like, just fuck me. Go and check it out. It's called The Coffee Table. It is out now. Go and watch it. God damn. All right, your turn.
My turn. Let's just go to the top of my list. Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Extreme.
You finally did it.
I did. Okay. I'll just read the thingy again. A series of vignettes include a neglected and gadget-addicted 6-year-old who befriends a malevolent entity from a defunct children's show, causing deadly events at home, a group of influencers gathering for a collab in a luxurious mansion, and a bunch of thrill-seekers who go on a trip to watch a meteor shower. I will say, overall, I enjoyed it. Overall, I gave it a 7. But I would say that the first one is the best one.
Really?
No, sorry. It's been a fucking while since I watched this. This is like the first one I watched.
Dude, I listened to the Horrorcast the other day, and the people...
The influencer one I could miss.
See, that is the only one I remember.
Really?
So sorry to cut you off there. I was listening to the Horrorcast. Shout out to the Horrorcast. And the Taminator, Tammy Turner, said she said that she loved this movie, and she was like one of the people that I listened to who turned me on to this movie. And she said something that kind of like I understand 100% now, is that she's having a hard time remembering it. And I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of there with you. That influencer one's kind of the only one I remember.
I didn't like the influencer one. I thought the kid with the thing that came to life thing was sort of interesting. And the last one was just like a zombie movie from memory. Like they got infected or some shit.
Fuck me, dude. I'm having a hard time remembering this.
It's I will say it's a fun watch. It's a foreign movie. Check it out if you want. You won't be like, oh, this is terrible. But yeah, they're kind of all over the place. And I gave average about a 7 average, because one was like 8, one was like 6, one was like 6. I don't know. So just 7, right down the middle. Not to upset anybody specifically, but it's out of 10.
Yeah, I remember liking it, but having a hard time remembering it, which isn't a good sign.
Yeah, it's no VHS.
Yeah. I'm going to come in with a movie that I don't think I will forget this year.
Sure.
It's a movie that I'm pretty sure you've seen. Godzilla x Kong: The New Empire.
Oh, I have seen that.
And yes, I'm classing it as horror because fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you.
Following their explosive showdown, Godzilla and Kong must reunite against a colossal, undiscovered threat hidden within our world, challenging their very existence and our own. This fucking movie. So just recently watching Godzilla -1, that fantastic piece of perfect cinema that its nickname is. This movie here, Godzilla and Kong, obviously going in, I knew it wasn't going to be fucking Godzilla -1. I knew it was going to be a Hollywood schlocky blockbuster popcorn fun film.
There's Japanese Godzilla, and then there's popcorn Godzilla.
Yeah. This movie is so fucking dumb. So fucking stupid. Yet I had so much goddamn fun with this movie. I fucking laughed so hard in so many scenes. I was having a ball with this movie. The scene...
They fucked off half of the people stuff. They just let it be Godzilla versus King Kong.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was fucking rad. It was half Planet of the Apes, half Godzilla. It was sick.
Dude, like, okay, I understand that, like, this is probably one of those movies that's so bad it's good type of category. Like, obviously the effects and all that stuff are really good. Like, it's a mega Hollywood blockbuster. Yeah. Obviously, it's going to look great. But there were scenes in this movie that I literally laughed out loud for. The scene where, and I'm just going to spoil one slight little bit, and it's got nothing to really do with the story, so don't stress. The scene where Godzilla and Kong reunite, and then another character gets in the middle of them.
They have like a bro moment where they're like, "Sup, cuz."
It was like I was watching Power Rangers. You know when they do the weird fucking fight stance, they're like, "Hey-ya!" and look at the camera before going into battle.
Yep.
That's, oh my god, that's what it was like. And I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous. Holy shit, it's funny. And then, like,
really good.
The big bad of the movie, the nickname they give the big bad was like, what the fuck?
It's stupid. It made me happy. But yeah, go on.
I'm just going to say right now, just quickly before anything else, I had a really, really good week of movie watching. I did. I don't know.
For the most part, honestly, me too.
Yeah, I don't know why, man. I must have just been in a really good spot. But everything I watched, I liked. Some more than others, but...
got a handful of stinkers, but yeah.
Okay. I had a blast with this, man. Turn your brain off. For one, don't go in there expecting fucking high art.
No.
It's Godzilla x Kong, which I don't actually know what that means. What's x Kong?
It usually means versus in every other sense.
Oh, okay.
But Not in this one.
One of those Godzilla and Kong. Cool.
Because the writers aren't very clever.
Well, clearly. I think honestly, in all honesty, the writers knew what this movie was, and they treated it as such.
Yeah.
And for that, I applaud them. This movie was hella fun.
They're
Good
like, King Kong,
times.
you want Power Ranger Fist? Yeah, here you go.
Oh my god, I fucking forgot about Power Ranger Fist. Holy shit. Yeah, dude. This was just a blast. I had so much fun with it. I gave it a 9. I'm gonna give it a rewatch. I could see it. I could honestly see it going down, like maybe
That's
to
what
an
I gave
8.
it.
Realistically, you gave it an 8, or
No, I gave it a 9.
did you, dude? I just had a lot of fun with it.
What I based it on was, I'm like, what did I give the last one? I'm like, I gave the last one an 8, and I fucking liked this one better. So
Yeah, I don't know. This was more entertaining.
yeah, it was just silly. It was less about fucking Millie Bobby Brown. Had a smattering of human stuff, but like really not enough. Like, I mean, not enough. Not too much.
Where was Millie Bobby Brown too?
I don't know, fucking costing too much somewhere else.
Yeah, who cares? But no, Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire, dude, high recommend. I had a blast. To turn your brain off before you go in.
Go see the movies if you still have a chance. But yeah,
Is it still out? Is it still out of the
I don't
movies?
think so. I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Your turn.
My turn. Here's one of my stinkos. Maybe that's harsh. Anyway, You'll Never Find Me. Patrick, a strange and lonely resident, lives in a mobile home at the back of an isolated caravan park after a violent thunderstorm erupts and a mysterious young woman appears at his door. Seeking shelter from the weather, the longer the night wears on, the more the young woman discovers about Patrick, the more difficult she finds it to leave. Oh my god, this is really a short fucking blurb. Soon she begins to question Patrick's intentions, while Patrick begins to question his own grip on reality.
Wow.
This was a writer's movie. And what I mean by a writer's movie was, the dialogue is like prose. Like, it's written in like poetry and riddles and shit. Like, it doesn't sound like two people talking to each other. It sounds like two people trying to outsmart each other.
Yeah.
You know, and that kind of writing shits me because it's not real and nobody talks like that.
Yeah.
So already it's like, meh. But there was some really cool visual and sort of soundtracky stuff happening. Like the audio in this was like really cool. There was some like cool visual shit happening. But overall the story was just kind of like meh. Like, I don't want to spoil it, but it was what you think it is.
No, I agree.
Did you kind of like work it out pretty quickly? Maybe not everything, but the sort of the big thing.
I think so, but I think I was like in two minds of where the story was going, but I think I was checked out as well. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, it doesn't hold your attention because they're like, I'm like, you live in a fucking trailer. You don't talk like this. This isn't like I said, it's a writer's movie.
Yeah.
Like, maybe like prose and dialogue like this makes you come. And if that's you, then fucking good on you. It's not me. 5 out of 10. I'm struggling to remember. I just remember it was wanky.
I understand exactly where you're coming from.
Yep.
It's all good, my brother. It's all good.
It's fine. It's fine. Like, it's not bad, but it's, I don't know. It's 5.
Yeah. I can't remember what I gave it. I think I gave it like maybe a 5 or a 6.
You gave it a 5 too.
Oh, there we go. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. What's the name of that movie called?
You'll Never Find Me.
Yeah, I believe it's on Shudder for like everywhere else except Australia.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's annoying with these movies because it's an interesting concept that could have been done better
Yeah.
if it didn't get in its own way with the writing.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, let's do a team-up of a review. I'm assuming that you've seen this by now, since it's easily accessible to watch if you have Disney+. Oh, what?
We'll see.
Okay, The First Omen.
No, it was in my list, and
okay.
it didn't quite managed to get watched.
Okay. Yeah, The First Omen is on Disney+. You can watch it now if you have... Yeah, a movie about the fucking Antichrist is in
I'd
Disney.
acquired it elsewhere.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Look, okay, I was not excited for this movie. I'm not going to read this plot synopsis because it's the prequel to The Omen. Everyone knows what The Omen is, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen The Omen?
I saw it when I was a kid. I watched it on a tape.
Wow, you're old.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't pumped.
Got a young man tan line.
I wasn't pumped watching this for two reasons. One, I am so over religious horror.
Fair.
Yes, you have a question?
No, it's reason one.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry. I shouldn't do visual bits for just you.
I know. Yeah, I'm fucking over religious horror.
Yeah,
Really over it. I just don't care, especially with
unless
nuns.
it's got like Russell Crowe on fat Russell Crowe on a little scooter riding around.
Did you see that there's another movie with Russell Crowe called The Exorcism, coming out soon?
Really?
And I don't believe it has anything to do with the Pope's exorcist. I'm just like,
That's funny. I'm only watching it if he's on a little scooter again. He just looks so funny.
He's not. Russell Crowe on a little scooter.
Yeah.
Come here, Scooter, I'm gonna fight ya.
You just it's called it 30-odd foot of grunt.
Okay, yeah. The other reason I didn't care to watch The First Omen is because of The Exorcist Believer from last year and what they did to that movie.
I don't remember.
Yeah, that's fair because The Exorcist Believer sucked. So,
I do remember everybody said it sucked ass, and I was like, I already have enough trouble with shitty Exorcist movies. I love the original Exorcist. It hits so hard. And,
wait, so you didn't watch The Exorcist Believer?
No, I just gave it a miss.
Huh? Wow. Well, okay, you honestly didn't miss much.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, every time I asked you or saw reviews or asked other people that saw it, they were all like, eh.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, I'm not going to pay money or whatever to get it.
That's fair. That's fair. Anyway, The First Omen, I watched it because I have to. Turns out that this movie is actually pretty fucking decent.
Nice.
Yeah. For someone that, and this is coming from someone that doesn't like religious movies, as I just said, it's not perfect. It has some slow parts to it, and it can be kind of Hollywood at times, but the ties into the original made me end up wanting more. It does feature some Hollywood jump scare type thrills throughout, which I'm like, the Omen story doesn't really need that, but it kind of fades them out. Like, it does a few at the start, and then kind of goes into the real bulk of the story, which I liked.
Tim, I have a question.
Yes, what's your question?
Should I watch the original Omen again before seeing the first Omen, or can I enjoy it basically remembering nothing about the first Omen other than Damien?
No, I think you're safe, man.
Okay.
To be perfectly honest, like
Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll watch it and I'll give you that perspective next time.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't hurt rewatching the original Omen, but it's not like you need to know everything. Like,
I think it's like one of those things where like there'll be lines and shit where it's like,
there are lines in this movie that come straight from the original, but you'll notice them straight away.
Okay.
They're like the big popular lines from the original.
Yeah.
Where you'd be like, aha. But, no, dude, I actually enjoyed this movie. I had fun with it, and it ends... The ending kind of gives you like, I don't know, are they going to do more in a weird
The
way,
first
or
Omen 2?
no, like they could continue, like they could do another remake of The Omen, but going off in a kind of different direction in a sense.
Okay, interesting.
And that may sound like a spoiler, but it's not, because you'll never guess it if you haven't seen it.
That sounds
But
like it could be
overall-
cool.
Yeah, overall, man, I
Like
actually...
it's almost not a prequel to the actual original Omen. It's a prequel to the remake.
Yeah, I honestly think they could.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Because, like, if you've seen the Omen franchise, the whole Damien Thorn story kind of ends up going really nowhere. If you've seen like part 3, yeah, I think part 3 is like I know there's a part 4, but part 3 is where it really kind of wraps up the Damien story. But yeah, dude, I ended up liking this movie. It's not perfect. It is not. If I was going to give it a food rating, I would give this a cheeseburger.
Okay.
So it's not
I
a
like
fucking
a cheeseburger.
It's not like, what's the fucking best food ever? I don't know, a filet mignon, right?
Okay.
Which is like a 10 out of 10. A cheeseburger's a good, healthy 7 out of 10, right?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make Zim Vader happy here.
Yeah.
You know,
Give
instead
him
of
a
saying a
7+.
7 out of 10, it's a fucking greasy cheeseburger. You fucking enjoy it while eating it. It gets all over your lap and you're like, shit, I'll get to that later. But after you're done, you're like, damn, that was really good. I had a good time eating that cheeseburger. It's not the best for you, but you don't care at the time.
Non-cheeseburger.
I thought I'd use that food rating just to annoy you.
Yeah. I'm like,
But yeah, dude, the first Omen. I give it a 7 out of 10. Sorry, Zim.
Nice.
Cheeseburger. Okay, your turn.
This one's gonna be rough. I don't remember shit about it, but I watched it. It's called Butcher's Book 2, Raghorn.
Jesus, okay. Never heard of it.
Yeah. Can barely remember it. Book 1 followed a family of sadistic butchers living in the backcountry who see anyone that crosses their path as dead meat. In Butcher's Book 2, Raghorn, the story continues when an accident leaves the captors in the hands of brutal cannibals who plan to hack them up for meat.
Wait. What's this movie called again?
Butcher's Book 2, Raghorn.
Okay, I think this is a sequel to The Butchers.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm following you. Yeah, The Butchers came out like a couple of years ago. I didn't think it was that great. Heather was like, you have to see this, it's the best. And I watched it, I'm like, it's not how butchers are. I should know.
True. Okay, I gave it a 6, so I'm gonna work from that.
Okay.
Now, I think why I gave it a 6 was because I'm getting flashes to how memory works. It was like a cheapo sort of budgety movie for sure.
Yeah.
But I think there was some weird kills in it and some weird gory shit in it. And I think that amused me just enough to give it a 6. But it's by no means a good movie. Like, it's like badly acted, poorly filmed, shit editing, all that kind of stuff. But amusing enough for me to give it a 6 at the time. But ultimately, fucking forgettable.
So do you reckon I should watch it?
Yeah, why not? See the other one. Watch this one.
Okay. I do not remember the first one.
If you need some fucking filler,
Yeah, well, not really. I'd rather have all 10s.
I'm at the higher end of things as far as like ratings for this movie go.
Yeah, okay.
Most people giving it like a 1 or a 2 or shit like that. So.
Jeez. Okay. All right. Okay. My one. Who you gonna call, Luffy?
It depends what the issue is.
Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire.
Okay.
When the discovery of an ancient artifact unleashes an evil force, Ghostbusters new and old must join forces to protect their home and save the world from a second ice age. This movie has been getting, like, fucking poor reviews. Not crazy poor reviews, but I've been hearing a lot of, like, meh reviews on this.
Okay.
I enjoed it. I did.
I liked the last one, so I can't see why I'd hate this one.
I think the last one was better. What was the last one? Afterlife?
Afterlife, yeah.
That one was probably better. I much like Kong and Godzilla, I turned my brain off with this, and I enjoyed it for what it is. And, dude, you know what? Watching movies without a critical eye is so enjoyable sometimes. You can actually just watch a movie for what it is and enjoy it. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some wacky shit.
No, look, there's nothing really to say much about this movie. It's a Ghostbusters
it's
movie.
What you think it's going to be.
Yeah, it's got the jokes. It's got characters that you know coming back. It's got characters new that you like. There's one character that I didn't like, and his name, funny enough, is Podcast. He's the only character I wasn't keen on.
Fair enough.
I had fun with it. It's an entry-level horror movie you can watch. I watched it with the kids. The kids liked it. So, yeah, take that for what you will. Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, I thought it was enjoyable. It's a 7 out of 10. It's a good, hearty cheeseburger.
Nice. You just know you've got like a bunch of 7s coming up.
Actually, no, I don't think I do. No, I don't.
Okay.
I think that's my last 7.
Oh,
See,
really?
Zim, I can do other things.
I'm going to go all the way to France for this next one.
Oh.
I think you've seen it. Yeah, you've seen it. Infested. Residents of a rundown French apartment building battle against an army of deadly, rapidly reproducing spiders.
Spiders.
Weird.
Spider.
Spider. Spider.
Say it properly.
Spider.
Alright, what'd you think?
This is fucking sick.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I really like this one. It was genuine. Like, I actually really gave a shit about the characters in this one.
Yeah.
I liked all their individual stories. I was just like, what happened with, like, certain characters? Like, what's their backstory and shit like that?
Yeah.
And I thought the spiders were genuinely fucking scary. Like, real fucking scary. I did.
You're more arachnophobic than I am, though.
I think so.
Yeah. Look,
Yeah.
the spiders in this movie, very reminiscent of the common spiders we find here in Australia. They kind of look like huntsmans.
They do look like huntsmen, but they're like, dude,
They're not. I know they're not, but
I know they're not. But the how do I put it? When they make like the tunnel,
yeah, funnel web.
in the movie.
Oh,
Where
okay.
they're all that fucking. I was like, nope.
Uh-huh.
Nope. Even when they made the like the wall of spiders,
Yeah.
like I've seen one of those in person, and it fucking icks me out so hard.
Wait, where have you seen a wall of spiders in person?
When I went to Tweed Heads, there was like a fucking net of them above this dude's house.
Oh, really? Like big ones?
Yup.
Or?
Yeah.
Huh, gnarly.
Yeah, it was fucked. I was just like, why would you... I would just be fucking torching that shit. There was hundreds in it.
Wow. This is
Yeah.
just in some dude's house.
Yeah, just at the front, like on the power line, like from the like top of his like hedge to the power lines was
Yeah.
just a fucking wall of spiders.
Do you want to know what my review for this movie is on Letterboxd?
Yeah, go on.
This is just a normal day in Australia. And you just clarified it that we're correct.
Yeah, legit.
Crazy.
This got me like a coffee table. You know what I mean? Like,
Wow. Okay.
like coffee table got you. This got me. Not 10, but really liked it. I just thought it was like a really very genuinely scary spider movie.
Yeah. Nice.
And they didn't feel the need to have giant spiders as much. They did have.
Yeah.
Don't
I
get me
think
wrong.
I didn't like that.
But I liked when they were just the little spiders. I thought
Yeah.
that was more scary.
It
There was,
is.
like-
It's more realistic.
Yeah, I like when they're more realistic because spiders are fucking scary anyway. I think so. Not our spiders because I know what our spiders do. But if there's a fucking whitetail or whatever,
Yeah.
you know, that shit's scary.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, like, I think by looks, huntsman spiders are more frightening than funnel web.
Yeah, but
Just
funnel
by
will
looks.
fucking kill you.
Yeah, funnel web's more
Also,
dangerous.
also, like, I fucking hate the. You know when you get like, yeah, I'll walk through cobwebs and shit, and it's fine. You know when you get that really strong cobweb,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's thick. It's just even thinking about it. It's like 2 girls, 1 cup for me. You know what I mean? And it's just like, ugh. No,
Jesus.
and just being in that and having to try and pull it off you, and then playing. Is there one on me?
Yeah, that's the worst part because your body fucking makes
Yeah,
pranks on
it's just
you.
like there's 100% one on you. Probably 2. There's probably fucking 2 on you. They're probably in your fucking brain now. But yeah, so like that's what like all the cobwebs everywhere with the spiders on them. I was just like,
Yeah.
but in French. But yeah,
Woo, woo,
9 out of 10. This
Wow.
fucking yeah, wee.
Wow, okay. Alright, well, I'm going to take your spider movie and raise you with another spider movie.
Okay,
Did you watch this one, Sting?
I did watch this one.
Oh, okay. Okay, alright. Well, Sting...
It was
the story-
upsetting because they're all Australian, and I really wanted to hear them go spider. Spider.
Alright, well, Sting... And we're not talking about the wrestler or the musician. We're talking about a fucking spider here.
Yep.
After raising an unnervingly talented spider in secret, 12-year-old Charlotte must face the truth about her pet and fight for her family's survival.
Also, lol, Charlotte's Web.
Oh, I didn't even put 2 and 2 together.
Yeah.
That's cool. I like that. Yeah, so Sting, this is another spider movie.
It sure is, sort of.
An Australian one. Australia.
Australia, but in New York.
Yeah, right? Right? It's not the first time they've done this. I mean, Better
Yeah.
Watch Out was very similar. I'm
I was
going
just like,
to...
I was like, is that Noni? Like at the start of the movie.
Wait, was it?
Noni Hazelhurst? Yeah.
No.
Like from Play School. She played the grandma, the dementia grandma.
Holy fuck, it is too.
Yeah.
Wow, she's aged horribly.
She aged naturally. You leave her alone. She's beautiful.
Holy fuck, I did not realize. To people out there listening, Noni Hazelhurst is, for people like me and Mushroom, and probably
Yeah.
Zim as well, she was a child's...
Australians.
Yeah, she was a child's entertainer from a program called Play School back when we were growing up.
I know Better Homes and Gardens and shit.
Oh yeah, true.
She was just
Wow,
around
that's
a lot.
Yeah, okay, that's crazy. I'm gonna go ahead and say something crazy. It's probably going to annoy you.
Gone.
I enjoyed this movie more than Infested.
I mean, I know you did from your scores, but
Oh,
like,
okay.
I think that's fair. I also very much enjoyed this movie too.
Yay!
If I hadn't, I would say it was the best spot. I would say it's the second best spider movie I've watched this week. But
That's fair.
it was really fucking good. This was the second best spider movie I've ever seen. Because like Like you said, I'm scared of spiders, but arachnophobia was sort of scary, but also weird
Yeah.
and not that
Yeah.
bad. Eight-Legged Freaks is kind of like a
Just
comedy.
a full comedy, yeah.
Like,
This one you can put in comedy as well.
it has comedy in it, but it's also like a spider movie. It is and it isn't.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like wink, wink. Like not to spoil.
It's half spider, half family drama.
Well,
Oh,
isn't
okay,
it-
sorry. Now I realise what you're getting at. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This is a criticism that I've heard a few people talk about, that the family drama element of this movie annoyed them. For me personally, I was really invested
I liked it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I actually liked it. I liked the little girl in it.
Yeah, so did I. I was invested with the family drama side of the story because I can relate. I'm a step parent, and this was kind of really close to home in a lot of aspects for me watching this movie. So I had the best of both worlds. I had this part, this family drama part that's very close to me, and I had this fun spider movie on the other side. So I was like, I'm enjoying this, man. This is good times.
Nice.
It does lay heavy on comedic parts, but I thought that all the comedic parts, well, they all made me laugh.
I think that it felt like Australian comedy. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. It felt like it had that Australian humour to it.
Yeah, I think it did too.
Does that
think
make
it
it where
did
it's like understated jokes. Like it's more of
Yeah.
a funny situation sort of thing. Also,
Yeah,
did
definitely.
you know the main character from stuff as well? Like other things?
The guy, or
Yeah.
no?
I was trying to figure out what I knew him from, and I've seen him in other stuff too. Like he's in Wolf Creek 2 and
Oh, so he's Australian as well. He's in Where
that
the
other
Wild
shit.
Things Are. Yeah,
but
okay.
he's in 2 fucking shows from my like childhood that I quite liked.
What?
One's called Silver Sun, which was this like fucking sci-fi show on the ABC that used to
Yeah.
run in the afternoon, where like it was like a bunch of kids that like traveled on like a spaceship and shit in the future. And then the
Right.
second one was Blue Water High. If
That
you
sounds-
remember Blue Water High.
That sounds gay.
Yeah, it was gay. But it had chicks in bikinis. And I was all about it.
Oh, that's not gay.
Yeah. Wasn't gay. I just like looking at the girls. Then, at my age. In bikinis.
Okay, I haven't heard of either of those.
But yeah, he's like, a semi-famous Australian actor.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at. Oh, that's right. This was directed by the same dude that did Wormwood Road of the Dead.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that movie.
I like that movie. I wasn't so much big into the sequel.
Okay.
But no, dude, I enjoyed this movie. I loved all the characters. I thought all the characters did really well. Like every one of the characters had their own, even the ones that you meant to hate. I thought they did really well. The whole spider side to the story, for me, it was never creepy. It was never scary. It was more just fun.
It was more like, it wasn't a creature feature. It was more like, I don't want to say what it's more like because that'll give it away.
Yeah, okay.
But if I could make a hand gesture,
Yeah. Yeah. I
know what I mean?
understand.
Like-
I understand where you're coming from. I think that honestly, if this movie was made in the 80s, this, looking at it nowadays, would have been like up there with like Killer Clowns from Outer Space type stuff.
yeah.
So yeah,
I think it's a sick movie that not many people can watch.
I think it's worth a watch. I gave it an 8 out of 10.
I also gave it an 8 out of 10.
Nice. Look at
Yeah.
us go. All right. Well, it's your turn now.
My turn. Alright. Now,
Wait, how many more you got?
4.
Okay, I've got 3 left.
See. Look, what I did was I did the mash. Okay, I did the monster mash.
You motherfucker. I thought I was going to be the only one to watch this movie.
Yeah, well, I'm closely watching your bullshit.
Alright, Monster Mash. I'm so curious to see where you land on this movie.
Sure. All the greatest monster of all time built from all the others. Spoiler. Dracula, werewolf, and the Invisible Man must work together to stop Dr. Frankenstein from creating an unstoppable monster.
Wait, why is it not mentioning the mummy?
Not important.
It's Dracula, the Wolfman, and the Invisible Man. What about the mummy? The mummy's involved too.
Don't worry about the mummy.
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah. Yes.
Let me sum it up. Let me if you know, you know. This is an asylum movie.
Yeah.
Alright? And look. Nah. Nah.
Straight up no.
Nah. No, thank you. This movie? No, thank you. It was fine. Like, it had all the characters in it and shit, but it was just like, okay. I don't know. It was shit acted, shit written. The story was stupid. I didn't care. It was dumb. I don't like it. Whatever. Go on.
What do you give it out of 10?
4. It was fine. It was you know, it was bad. It wasn't even an amusing 4. It was like a boring 4.
I will agree that
It was
yes.
it was a good. I'll give it as a good effort for an asylum film. I've definitely seen worse asylum films. This is the cream of the crop of asylum movies.
All right, Mushroom Man, Randy Savage.
Excellent punnage, sir.
I will agree that this is pretty poorly acted. It is slow at times.
Just thought of the Halloween costume for that, where it's just like it's all Randy Savage but with a mushroom hat.
Holy fuck, do it. That'd be great.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so I just saw this on like somewhere where I watched it, and like it
Gotcha.
it just sold me, right? The Universal monsters all coming together, and I'm like, ah. Yeah, it was around the time when there was
All
nothing
your friends
else
are
out.
back together again.
Yeah. They are my friends. I have no friends. It was around the time when there was nothing really to watch. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, fuck it. I like the Universal Monsters. Let's chuck this on. And the first thing to
I
flash
can't
up...
believe they got Michael Madsen to do this. He must have had to pay his taxes or some shit.
For sure. The first thing to pop up was Asylum Pictures. And I think I was just like...
Like almost like aggressively proudly.
Yeah.
Too. Like it was like Asylum Pictures. Like it's like a brand. And I'm like, I would like be putting that in the bottom corner.
What is Asylum Films done? Just to give everyone
nothing good for the world.
Visual. I know that people have them. People like some of the stuff. They do like Sharknadoes from Asylum, Zombies.
That was bad too.
You know the type of movies where, like Mega Shark versus Mecha Shark, three-headed
It's that shit
shark
where
attack.
someone gets attacked and they use that same blood effect that splatters on the screen.
Yeah. All those big fucking, like, snakes on a train is one of them. Yeah, really low quality movies.
They make movies that sound similar to other movies, like other horror movies that are popular, so it tricks you into, like, maybe like a grandma into buying it or something, or like you into clicking it by accident when you're half fucking ripped.
Exactly. I remember when, like, the remake of Pet Sematary came out, they did one called Pet Graveyard.
Yeah.
I was like
it's just, yeah. They're hoping that they've got their money by the time you're like, hey, this isn't...
Exactly. It's kind of smart marketing, to be honest.
It's
in a dick,
marketing.
dodgy kind of way. But I got to give this movie props, man. Like, when you see Asylum, you think bad CGI. The monsters in this all look fucking great. Dude, give them...
They're fine.
We don't see the werewolf until, like, a good 40 minutes into the movie, and I'm like, the werewolf is going to make or break this for me. And the werewolf in this is better looking than half the fucking werewolf movies that I've seen in the past 10 years.
Alright. I disagree, but...
Okay, they've actually made it look like a monster or a beast instead of giving some actor fucking a bit of fluff around the ears and some fangs.
Or, like, made them really long.
Yeah, exactly. You see other creeps, like the mummy in this looked decent. There's a zombie
he looked decent,
involved.
yeah.
The zombie looked fucking great.
I'll give it, there were some funny lines, too.
Yeah. And I was kind of invested into the story, even though it is fucking cheesy as shit.
Stupid.
Especially that ending with whoever was acting as Dracula. He talks like this all the time. I don't know. It's not perfect. It's not perfect, but I think I was just in a good headspace to watch this, and I enjoyed it. I gave it a 6.
Hey, I'm not going to yuck your yum. If you enjoyed it,
Exactly.
you enjoyed it.
All right. You can go next. Oh no, it's my turn, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay. I'm going to talk about a movie that you spoke about last week. I watched it. One of the, for me, heavy hitters of this year.
Sure.
Abigail.
Oh, nice. Okay.
You know what? After watching this movie, I realized what a fucking poor job the marketing team in this movie did.
Yeah, it sucked. They really set you up for a like.
Because
Well, they don't even set you up. They kind of spoil the whole movie, right?
they do, and like, imagine if like, and I'm not gonna say,
Because
I'm not gonna read the synopsis or anything.
Literally, right?
Yeah.
The first act is where they should cut all the trailer stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
They give all this exposition about why they're there and stuff like that, and they could have cut a trailer out of that, and it would have had some intrigue and a fucking twist.
Yeah.
But I already knew what was happening because they show the whole movie.
Yeah.
There's a little bit at the end where they don't show. But for like 3/4 of the movie, it's pretty much what you think it is.
Yeah, you know exactly what you got.
Yeah.
And I imagine like going into this movie not knowing
It would have been
what
nice.
you're going in for. It would have been a fucking huge surprise. So with that being said, I'm not going to tell you what this movie is about. I'm not going to read the plot synopsis. I will tell you this: it's about a little girl called Abigail. And look, most people know what this movie's about. So if you know, you know. If I'm speaking to that 1% here that has no idea what this movie's about, go into this blind. Don't watch a trailer. Please don't watch a trailer. Just go into it knowing that it's fucking great. I had a lot of fun with this movie. I get where you're coming from, Mushroom. It is not...
Can't remember what I said.
You kind of gave it a meh review.
Yeah, okay.
With a little more love than meh.
Yeah.
But I see where you're coming from, because it's not groundbreaking. It's nothing new we have seen before. But this was a movie... I need more movies like this, where it's very just... Here's horror. Enjoy it. None of this fucking, this means this metaphor, and you've got to really do your research to understand this story. I'm sick of those movies.
You know what I'm thinking about? It felt like a 2004 movie or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it did.
Like
In the
where it was
best
just
way
like
possible.
a bunch of randoms and a threat.
Yeah. But in the best way possible. Dude, I had a lot of fun with this movie. It's gory. It's good times. I laughed a lot more than I thought I would.
Okay. I don't think I did, but yeah.
Oh, dude, the big guy. He was funny as fuck.
Yeah, he was funny. He was funny.
Most of the characters I really enjoyed. There was one character that I fucking could not stand, and you probably know exactly. Who. Yeah. I'll just say this: fuck boy.
Yeah.
Yep. I couldn't stand him. Did you know? Funny enough.
No.
Now let me just fact check this. I heard this on a podcast, but I just want to fact check this before I go into it. That fuckboy in this movie, and if everyone's seen the movie, you know who I'm talking about. The gangster in this movie.
Yeah.
Angus Cloud, his name is. He died. This was his last movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he died 31st July 2023 at the age of 25.
Huh.
Yep. From a drug overdose. Shocker.
Oh. Well, yeah.
But yeah, that was pretty sad. But yeah, no, dude, Abigail, I had a blast with. I would love to talk about this more in depth, but I'm going to do the job that the marketing team couldn't, and that's not spoil the fucking movie.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, I gave this an 8 out of 10.
I forget what I gave it, but yeah.
I think you gave it like a 6.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Alright, your turn.
My turn. Oops, did much to mash. I watched H.P. Lovecraft's The Old Ones.
Oh. I haven't seen this yet.
Sure. In 1930, Sea Captain Roger Marsh saw the light, and for 93 years his body was not his own. Inhabited by a great old one, he committed unspeakable acts in the name of esoteric Order of the Dagon. Now free, he's in search of a way to go back in time to reverse the horrors wrought upon the world, but the cult has other plans and will stop at nothing to destroy him. Take away that it's shit, badly acted, bad effects, all that kind of shit. I actually had fun with this one.
Really?
Yeah. I just thought it had, like, interesting shit. And some weirdness and lots of tentacles and lots of, like, cool imagery and stuff. I wasn't really sure what was happening, as is most of the time with H.P. Lovecraft stuff.
Yeah.
But I actually quite enjoyed it. I'm gonna give it a 6.
Wow.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not as bad. It had some like decent gore to it. And I liked the creatures and stuff.
Yeah, okay. What's it called again, sorry?
H.P. Lovecraft's The Old Ones. It's nothing that's going to blow your mind, but if you like Lovecraftian stuff, then it's a budget Lovecraftian movie.
Yeah, okay. Nice.
Yeah,
I'll give
that's
it a
all I
go.
have to say about it.
Okay, I only got one more left, and it is not a horror movie, but I'm bringing it to the table because I feel horror people could enjoy it, kind of. Anyway, let me just say this. The movie is called Sasquatch Sunset.
Okay.
So, in the misty forests of North America, a family of Sasquatches, possibly the last of their kind, embark on a journey. An absurd, epic, hilarious, and ultimately poignant journey over the course of 1 year. These shaggy and noble giants fight for survival as they find themselves on a collision course with an ever-changing world around them. This one stars like Riley Keough, Jesse Eisenberg, and some other people. But it features... The whole movie is about these 4 Sasquatches. And that's it. There is no human people in this, which means there is no dialogue in this movie besides Sasquatches grunting and making noises. Yes, this movie is about a family of Sasquatches living their life, basically. And if you've... I would suggest you watch the trailer before watching this movie. It is not horror at all. So get that out of your mind. It's not horror. It features Sasquatches doing Sasquatch things, and none of them are really, well, actually, none of them are at all horrific. It's very much... The trailer shows it as a comedy, and that's what I went in for, but it's got a little more to it than that. You see Sasquatches fucking each other, you see them shitting, you see them pissing, you see Sasquatches walking around with fucking erect penises. It's a weird, fucking crazy movie. And it's a movie that's getting a mixed bag of reviews. Some people are loving it, thinking it's fucking artistic as shit. Other people are like, this is dumb. I'm more in the middle, where when you got to the end of the movie, it kind of hits you in the heart with what it's saying. And when you get the message of what it's saying, you're kind of like, huh, wow. But at the same time, to me, it got a little repetitive.
Okay.
Because it goes for an hour runtime of like an hour and 28 minutes. And it is just following these Sasquatches do what they do. I think the best parts of this movie are the production, and that is the cinematography. You see where they live, the forest and everything is shot beautifully. The makeup effects of these Sasquatches is fucking unreal. Like they look great, these Sasquatches. It makes it look like they're real Sasquatches. Those two parts make this movie. So for that, I give it a 6 out of 10.
Nice. Are you classing this as a horror watch?
No, I'm not.
No, okay.
No, I just thought I'd bring it up because Sasquatches are somewhat horror, so...
What was the story? Or what was the point of the story? Or is too much spoilers?
I don't... there's nothing really to spoil. Like, the point of the story is, showing nature. Showing nature.
Big actors in it.
Yeah. It's kind of like showing nature from nature's perspective.
Okay.
In a weird runabout way, but at the same time, it's just following this group of Sasquatches doing what they're doing. There's more to the story, but I don't want to spoil that part.
Okay. It looks interesting.
I think it's definitely worth a watch, because I can see people really enjoying this, getting something from it. For me, I enjoyed it more than I didn't. So, that's Sasquatch Sunset.
I have a budget movie or a Blumhouse movie. What do you want to start with?
Budget. Finish with the Blumhouse.
Alright. Budget movie I watched was a movie called Teddy Scare.
I've seen the poster art for this. It looks fucking great.
It's a killer mutated teddy bear film from Mark Polonio.
Yeah.
Man, this it's a stupid movie.
Yeah?
It's fucking stupid. It's bad. It's bad acted. It's badly directed. So imagine you're visiting your hospital, visiting your father in hospital, right?
Yes.
And then you just go to get a cup of water, and you turn around, and he's dead. And then you say, "Father." That was like one of the things. Okay. Where he's just like, "Father." That was it. There was like no emotion in it whatsoever.
Yeah, okay.
It was so funny. And then, like, you do the hospital scene with his dad telling him to, like, fucking not go back to the fucking woods where he used to play when he was a kid. Right. And then immediately the next scene is him in a hotel thinking about what his dad just told him. And that's it. And then it moves on to the next scene. So it's like, the scene is, he's visiting his dad in the hospital talking to him, and then literally the next scene is just a recap of the last scene.
Oh. Okay.
And then he, like, goes to the woods and finds these, like, perfectly preserved, like, stuffed toys and shit. And then he's talking to them and is, like, the most animated. And I'm like, this is a weird. I'm like, is he horny for these stuffed toys? Like, it feels weird. Like, it's a weird movie.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but it was also amusing. So I don't know how I feel about it. I think you should watch it, but I don't think anybody should watch it.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah. Looks like one of those movies where the poster art's...
The poster art is
part?
100% the best thing.
Oh, okay.
Like,
All
it's just it's honestly a waste of everybody's time.
Yeah, okay.
But I did find it so bad that it was kind of amusing. So
Fair enough.
with that, I give it 2 stars.
Jeez, wow, okay.
Because it is still shit, and it still is one of the worst things I've ever seen.
Yep.
Just in sense of, like, movie composition. But I genuinely feel like he was trying to make a good movie, which makes it pretty funny.
Yeah, okay.
Because he's just, like, as a filmmaker, and probably in life, is a failure. But we're not going to interview any Mark Poloni on the podcast or anything, are we?
He's a failure, wow. Alright, well, hit us with the Blumhouse one.
Wow.
Here we go.
He has a lot of fucking movies, dude.
Really?
This director. Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
god. There's a lot of movies. Cocaine Shark.
Oh,
Sharkula.
okay. he's one of
Sharkenstein.
those.
Land Shark. Noah's Shark. Amityville Island. I'm sure you've seen some of these. Virus
Probably.
Shark. Jurassic Shark 2. Aquapocalypse.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, this is the caliber of... he's... Well, it's just like, you can see, like, sort of what other movies were happening by the dumb fucking movies that this guy does.
Yeah, okay.
Wow, these are awful. Okay. Alright, now for a movie that's only slightly less awful. Tarot from 2024.
Wait, is that Blumhouse?
I don't know, is it? I don't think so. Maybe it's not, but it felt Blumhousey.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Didn't think it was.
When a group of friends recklessly violates the sacred rule of tarot readings, they unknowingly unleash an unspeakable evil trapped within the cursed cards. One by one, they come face to face with fate and end up in a race against death.
Okay.
They find a haunted tarot deck, they start dying, and that's the movie.
So, is it good or?
It's okay. It's fine.
Yeah, okay.
Mrs. Mushroom liked it a lot, thought it was really scary. Mr. Mushroom did not think it was scary and was bored.
Fair enough. I've got it loaded up ready to go, and I was going to try and watch it. I just didn't get a chance to.
Your first Omen.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. See how you feel. I don't know.
I will definitely watch it, but yeah.
I'll give it that the tarot card monsters were cool.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It visually had some cool stuff going on, but it just... I felt Blumhousey. I don't think it is Blumhouse, but I felt Blumhouse vibes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, okay. No, I get that. I understand.
You know what I mean? Modern teen horror.
Yeah.
Like that kind of thing.
Sorry, I just fucking...
That's okay.
I just looked down and my fucking floor beneath my legs is now flooding.
Did you want to take a break and deal with that?
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're almost finished, so let's wrap it up.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
Fuck's sakes. Alright. Well, that concludes this part.
6 out of 10.
Oh, okay. Nice. Alright. That concludes this part, but now we have to give you our top 10 of 2024. So, yeah, okay.
All right, you do
All right.
yours. I'm still dicking around with mine.
Alright, well, I'm just going to go straight from number 10 down to number 1. So, coming in, and this is not finalised yet, it's only in the middle of the road, but here we go. Number 10, I've got The First Omen.
Nice.
Number 9, Out of Darkness. I enjoyed it. Number 8, Baghead. Yep.
Hey, you like Baghead, right?
Yeah. Number 7, Infested. Number 6, Lisa Frankenstein. Fuck you, Rob Hungy. That was good. Number 5, Godzilla X Kong.
Nice. Glad it's cracked your top 10, dude.
Yeah, number 4, Abigail. Number 3, Sting. Number 2, Late Night with the Devil. And number 1, so far, The Coffee Table.
Nice.
There we go. That's my 10 so far. What's yours?
No, yet. Give me a second.
Still fucking around with it. I'll give you my
around with it. Yeah.
I'll give you my 11 to 20. If that helps. So, coming in number 11, we've got Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire. Number 12, Immaculate. Number 13, Blackout. Number 14, Here for Blood. Number 15, Shake, Rattle and Roll, Extreme. Number 16, Double Blind. Number 17, The Seeding. 18, No Way Up. 19, Badland Hunters. And number 20, Frogman.
Ooh.
So, yeah. Some decent movies this year. I've got 3 that are pretty solidly going to be locked into my worst of list this year. Do you want to hear that?
No.
Okay.
I do not. I care not for that. I care not for that one bit.
Alright, fine. Go with your 10.
You know what I do care for? My current top 12.
Oh, baby. Okay.
Okay. In no particular order, other than vaguely in the order.
Yep.
So basically, these are all my 8s and above. Make my top 12. So at number 12, we have Immaculate. At number 11, we have Night Shift. At number 10, we have Coffee Table. At number 9, we have Double Blind. At number 8, we have The Seeding.
Oh, okay.
Number 7, we've got Here for Blood, that cool wrestling movie.
Mm-hmm.
At number 6, we have Stop Motion. At number 5, we have Sting. At number 4, we have Destroy All Neighbors. So all of those can sort of move around and mix around interchangeably.
Yep.
But my top 3, as of this point, and I'm honestly going to say tied for 3, because I'm flicking them around over and over, and I can't pick a top 3.
Yep.
So my top 3 are Late Night with the Devil, Lisa Frankenstein, and Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire.
Wow. There we go. Well, okay, so far, look, 2024 started off really slow, but it's picking up, eh?
It's getting there. Like, a lot of these ones I'm watching, like, pretty recently, so it's like the later half of the year movies.
Yep.
There's definitely been some stinkers, and there's definitely been some middle-of-the-road ones, but there's some shit rising to the top.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. No, it's good. It's good, man, so we'll keep going with this year, and hopefully by the end we'll have some more films that are just fucking bangers.
Yeah, I hope so.
Well, this concludes this episode of the Dummies of Horror.
What are you at? What's your count?
Oh, I can tell you. Give me 1 second. I'm up to 40.
48.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I've got to pick up my slack.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Well, nothing compared to Heather from the Friday Night Mates podcast, Heather and Scott. But, yeah. This is it for the Dummies of Horror for this week. Thank you to everyone. If you are on Patreon, thank you so much for joining, for continuing us with Patreon. We have some bonus shit coming out soon. I am in the middle of making a new bracket episode, and I'm just going to unveil the plans right now. The plans for the new bracket are worst performance on a film. And this one, if everything goes to plan, no promises, this one will be one to watch. We're going to be making this a video because some of these clips are fucking hilarious. Like, holy shit, we're talking like the lowest of the low performers. It's fucking hilarious. It's going to be a blast. So, that will be coming up as soon as I can get it figured out how to do that, but that's going to be a blast. If you're not on Patreon, go to patreon.com/Dummies of Horror to join. We have over 350 bonus things on there for you to watch and listen to. So check it out.
Please.
Next time, this is Mushroom's pick. Mushroom has decided that he wants to do Child's Play.
Yeah.
He wants some Chucky in his life. So we're going to be talking about the entire Child's Play franchise over the next 3 episodes. Mm-hmm. So join us next time for Child's Play 1, 2, and 3. And then the following week we'll be continuing the franchise after that. So, with that being said, thank you once again. This is the Dummies of Horror out. We'll catch you on the next episode. But, Mushroom, this is the time where you say goodbye.
Goodbye. And, yeah. Have a good week. Have a good month. And, if you don't already know it, you're awesome. You're wanted. You're enough. And you're special to us. Bye.
2 hours later.
Dip! Get out!
I hear that train a-comin', it's rolling around the bend, and I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Folsom Prison, and time keeps dragging on, but that train keeps a-rolling on down to San Antone. When I was just a baby, my mama told me so, and you always be a good boy, don't you ever fuck with guns. But I shot a man in Monroe just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and cry. Folks eating in a fancy Dodge car. They're probably smoking reefer and drinking PBR. Well, I know I had it coming. I know I can't be free. But those people keep moving, and that's what tortures me. From this prison, if that railroad train was mine, I bet I'd move it on a little farther down the line. Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away. And I let that lonesome whistle blow my blues away.
fast and dying young like a endless poetry. My motor's psycho nightmare freak out inside of me. My soul's salvation, liberation on the drive. The power of the blaster, move me faster. 1969.